What's this? Episode 1?
Episode 1, Two Black Sheep, live, swaggy, live stream reviews. You feel me? Welcome to the motherfucking herd. You dig?
Yeah. You heard it first.
Yeah, heard it first. New heard it first playlist dropping every week, every Monday on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal. We accept submissions, so if y'all got some dope shit or if y'all know some dope artists, drop it to the Two Black Sheep Twitter, or go ahead and send it to twoblacksheep@gmail.com, and we'll
Yes,
go ahead and
sir.
grab that thing. We'll
Yeah.
go ahead and grab that.
If it's dope, then might end up on the playlist, one way or the other.
Yeah, we got a couple of playlists, but today we are here to do what we usually do on Instagram, but we decided that we wanted to shift the platform over, to the YouTube and go ahead and give y'all some actual breakdowns of these albums. It's a little bit different to do it on the Instagram, but just trying to get this process going. Today, of course, as you see by the graphic on the thumbnail, we're here to review Chris Brown's latest album, his second double album in 3 years.
You call it a double album?
It technically, yeah, it is called a double album. It has if you look at the actual track list that he released and the track list on the album itself, it says disc 1, disc 2. And it has them separated, but for some reason on streaming services it doesn't separate them like that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's interesting. Man. That might change my perception on certain things. I didn't know it was supposed to be 2 albums.
Well, yeah, Heartbreak on a Full Moon was pretty much the same thing, right? It was like 2.5, damn near 3 albums with the 50, was it 57 songs or 54, and then he put out like the extra. He put out like the extra or something like that afterwards or something, if I recall correctly. But yeah, Chris Brown, Indigo, double album. Overall thoughts. What do you think?
Overall thoughts, just
wait, real quick. My bad, people, sheeples. You feel me? This is Two Black Sheep, the hustle. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I'm Graham.
I'm Ray.
You feel me?
YR, the gold mine.
Sheep 1, Sheep 2. You know what I'm saying? And
whatever y'all want to call us.
Right. I just wanted to go ahead and introduce you. Go ahead. Your overall thoughts on the album, please.
My overall thoughts on the album. Man, you changed my mind since it's supposed to be 2 albums. I mean, it doesn't change too much, but it changed some perception on like 1 or 2 songs. But my overall, I like the album. I like it a lot. I think I wrote down, let's see, out of the 32 tracks, 23 of them have replay value for me. And as replay value in the streaming era, I mean songs that I will go back to more than once. I might put in a playlist. I'll just return to them numerous times over other tracks. And, in the streaming era, that's important because nobody buys albums anymore. I might buy this album, though, because it damn sure was good. Are you counting yours?
Yeah, I'm counting my list of what I thought were good songs versus bad songs or whatever. And it's not even really like bad songs, but like songs that didn't really make me feel anything.
I wrote that as a category as well. I wrote 23 replay songs, 4 songs that made no difference to me, that it didn't sway the album anyway. And 5 songs that were just complete skips I could have did without.
I have 6 songs that didn't really make me feel like anything. And I don't have any songs that I just blatantly didn't like, though.
Yeah, I mean, not blatantly didn't like, but I could have just did without them being on such a lengthy project.
Yeah, like I would probably say that about
changes things because you told me it's supposed to be
a double.
It's
a double album.
Yeah, so if it's supposed to be a double album, then some of those that might not have swayed, and they were on the fence just due to the fact the album was so lengthy, that once it got to that song, it was like, it really didn't do much for me.
Yeah, like once I got to like All of Me, I was like, you know.
All of Me, that's number.
It's like song like 27 or something like that. I'm like, bro, like, come on, this is starting to feel like, you know what I'm saying, like a 30-song album right now. Like, this is unnecessary.
Yeah, me, it 24. Once it started getting to 24, I was kind of like, okay.
You really gotta you really gotta come with it now. Like at that point, it's like, you feel me, like no bullshit. I don't want to hear like no mediocrity. I don't want to hear no, you feel me,
like that changes everything. If it's supposed to be a double album, then I could have broke it down and not listen to it straight through.
So 15.
Yeah, so it might have been one of those tracks that was on the fence. That's like, all right, this definitely could slide in now to the replay, because I'm not supposed to listen to it straight through. Like, we knew Scorpion, or what was Drake's album called? The double
Scorpion.
Disc? Scorpion was supposed to be a double disc. But listening to it straight through, there's a bunch of songs I would have took off of that.
Yeah.
So that's where I get some of my no difference or skips from. But let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Go ahead.
We can start with the intro track. Indigo is the self-titled track.
Loved it.
I loved it too. I actually think it was a really good track, but I don't feel like it was an intro track. But I do like the fact that he just came in with a hit, with like a good song off the rip.
I do too.
I wouldn't have changed too much about it. It had a nice bop, and it gave you an overall feeling of the album from the rip. You know, you knew what you was getting going into it.
This is true.
So I definitely like that. I like Back to Love, of course, the single.
Well, we got that a while ago, I feel like, right?
We did get that a while ago.
Back to Love was a while ago.
We got Back to Love a while ago, and what was that? Undecided?
Undecided, yeah. You know what? What's crazy, you know, as we're talking about it, like, because in my notes I was like, Undecided was the first look at the album. You feel me? Good single, But now I'm thinking about, like, wait a second, no, we got Back to Love first. And at that point, I don't think it was indicated that this was a part of an album or whatever rollout or anything like that. But at the point, but I fuck with Back to Love.
Yeah, I think it was just Lucy probably at first, and then it's doing numbers. And you know, when you got a single doing numbers, throw it on the album. That's why before it came out, he already had the #1 album, which is fucking nuts.
Hey, he cracked the Da Vinci Code.
Which is fucking nuts. Like,
he cracked the Da Vinci Code, man.
Chris knows the streaming shit. He knows how to make it work. But yeah, definitely the first two songs were hits for me. That Come Together featuring her. That's a cheat code.
Why is him doing a record with her a cheat code?
That's a cheat code. There's a couple cheat codes on this album. And
No. Explain to me why this is a cheat code.
It's a cheat code. You put Chris Brown and her together.
Do they have another song together other than this?
No, I don't. Not to my knowledge.
So
that's a cheat code, because everything she's touching right now, she has that aura, she has that wave. So it's like, it's to me, it's in the same pocket as.
So it's like Usher and Alicia Keys doing My Boo.
Yes. Yes. And then Chris has a track record though of doing ballads with female artists, and they are really good songs, really fucking good songs. Like the song with Seven, that Body on Me. No, It Won't Stop. Sorry, No Air with Jordan Sparks, and Body on Me with Rita Ora. Like,
oh yep. Okay, I feel you.
He has like, that cheat code of, I'm gonna get on a ballot with one of these females and embody the shit. And if they can hold their own, it's finna be amazing. And so that's why I say it's a cheat code a little bit. But I'm definitely here for it. Definitely here for it.
I agree. What do you think about No Guidance? Do you think
cheat code? That's where I was gonna compare this to. I was
So hold on. Why is that a cheat code too? Like, how is it that just the fact that top tier and premier artists are getting on songs together, like because when you say cheat code, like in my head, it makes it seem or sound like it's a bad thing. No, I don't think this is a bad thing.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all.
It's a part of a formula, though, is what you're saying?
Yeah. You come on now. Everybody's been waiting for Drake and CB. Rihanna's didn't stop this for years. Rihanna has been the reason there's been no Drake and CB for.
We could have been had a hot boy summer, huh?
We could have
been had a hot boy summer if Drake and CB would have got together. But Riri. Yeah,
they couldn't stop fighting over. So it's like, I definitely say it's a cheat code, but it's a good cheat code because like it works. It works so good. It's a great formula.
That's wild, boy. These niggas was fighting over her, and she went and got her a white boy.
Oh, straight white boy. That don't ever want to be seen.
For what?
Me chilling.
What do I need to be a part of that circus for?
Right?
I got bands. I got beats. I'm up right now.
I don't have bands. I have orchestras, nigga. Are you like a billionaire?
Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, as far as like the singles that he picked, I think that No Guidance was a good record for him to put out. But my question to you was, do you think that song has retained its momentum?
No Guidance?
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like it's just the beginning. I feel like it hasn't even started to be worked yet. Like No Guidance came out, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? Maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, because Justin Bieber's song just came out. The Justin Bieber single just came out this week.
And this Justin Bieber, that what is it? Don't Check on Me. That song is so hard, bro.
That song is fire.
That song is hard.
That song is super fire.
I'm gonna lie to you. That song is hard. He got with like a lot of good people as far as production and shit on this album. Like,
he has a great team.
Yeah, you see, he got how many of his songs? He got A1 and Eric Bellinger on and shit like that.
That's what I
mean. Producing, writing, you feel me? Like all types of shit with him.
Great team. He has a great foundation. And I'm sorry, but Chris Brown is so underrated. And he's only underrated because of the issues that happened in the past. And the media just don't fuck with him.
You mean like people not being able to mind their business?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's wild, bro. Niggas don't want to give him their flowers because you and your feelings.
Yeah, because he is undeniably like the king of R&B. Nobody is fucking with Chris Brown in R&B. Nobody. And I stand on that and behind that. Like, nobody. He's the best performer in R&B. He's gonna dance. He gonna sing. He gonna choreograph some shit. Like, he gonna put on a show.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like seriously. So I stand behind that. Like, CB is the best R&B performer we've had, probably since like Michael and Prince. And there's nobody close.
You're not gonna find
nobody close.
I'm not gonna debate you on that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna debate you on that because I don't have anybody to say, you feel me? Nah, but what about, you feel me? So no, I'm not gonna debate you on that. That's 100% Fax Kellerman.
Yeah, and he has hits. He doesn't just have good songs. He has hits, a history, and a long list of hits that are undeniable. Whether or not they're on the radio, they're doing numbers.
What's song number 9? I felt like that shit was way too long.
Need a Stack.
Need a Stack. That shit was a 6-minute record.
About that song, I do like that song, but like just from the features, that's the song featuring Lil Wayne and Joyner Lucas. Just from the features standpoint, like
the features were put together great.
You would expect when you hear a Chris Brown, Lil Wayne, Joyner Lucas track, it's gonna be some rapping, some up tempo, some shit. Because Chris Brown could rap too.
Yeah,
and it completely wasn't.
No, I like it wasn't that. It was like a club friendly radio record, you feel me? Like but at the same time, I think they're alley-ooping Joyner into different spaces. So
yeah, which is dope. I like it because I really like Joyner. And
yeah,
I'm liking to see that he's finally getting some recognition and people like looking at him.
Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to when they go on tour, he can come out on different parts of the shit rather than just the rapidy rap sections of the, you feel
exactly.
me? Even though he has some of his own joints like I Love, which is really hard. Yeah, that song is hard. Like I don't know what happened like with the push of that, but he should be a little bit further.
That was with his 800 album, huh?
Mm-mm.
That wasn't. That was before that one.
It's after. This is all a part of the ADHD rollout. Because remember, he was on the label. But
okay. I was gonna say he didn't switch like 2 labels in like
within this whole
Yeah. Like he was on a whole different label, then switched to a label, dropped that 800 project, and then got off that label, and now he's doing the ADHD thing. So I feel like that's kind of fucking up his momentum a little bit.
Niggas got to get their paperwork right.
Yeah, for sure.
This the fact that what I liked about this song was because I'm like real big on transitions and shit like that. So going from Wobble Up with Nicki and G-Eazy, which I didn't like, to
that was a skip.
Need a Stack, that was for sure a skip. But going from that to Need a Stack with the wobble up to the wobbledy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. With Wayne on the feature, you know what I'm saying? With the hook, I thought that was a dope move.
Yeah, that was live. I did like that transition. There was a few nice transitions in here. You know, I'm torn with one of these songs. Let me see if I can find it. It's one of the songs that had 2 songs together. Let me see. It was Bam. Number 24, BP, No Judgment.
No Judgment.
I don't like BP at all. I don't like the hype beast name dropping, whole Supreme, Babe. Like, that was out for me. But then I liked No Judgment. So it's like I was fucked up for me because it's like, damn, I want to skip this shit, but I like the second part of the song.
I like the second half. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So I really wish he would have switched that one up because I for sure did not like BP at all. That was a complete miss for me. There was only like 3 misses, like to me, like complete misses. I was like, I saw what you were trying to do, but
I didn't like his side nigga joint.
I like that song.
I didn't like it.
See, now that song is one that I liked. Like the vibe off rip was dope. I really like that whistle that was in the background.
Mm-hmm. That was cool, but like I'm just saying, like overall for the record, like I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't really.
I feel like it's a Sunday. It's a perfect song for today. Sunday, shoes off, cleaning the house. It got that vibe to it.
Yeah.
Although black men don't cheat.
You know
So
what it was?
we
It
don't
was
be
like
side niggas.
I excuse me. Well, you could be single and be somebody's side nigga. That's not you cheating.
Maybe you have a point there.
But I kept thinking, I was thinking of Deontay Hitchcock, side nigga anthem. You feel me? And maybe I'm kind of biased. You feel me?
You can't compare those two because that was a good song.
I know, but and I'm comparing them though. I'm comparing them. You feel me? Because I really liked it, that one. And then I hear this one and he's pretty much talking about the same shit. You feel me? But just I'm singing it. You feel me? But yeah, I feel you. Cleaning music. I wrote down something else was cleaning music on this album. Hold on.
You know where my first miss of the album was?
What?
Track 4. Temporary Lover with Lil Jon.
Yep, I skipped that.
That was out, completely out. I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
That was just a complete miss. I'm not a fan. Like Lil Jon's ad-libs was cool like 10 years ago. And him just like jumping on and yelling on the track, but like on a slower beat and everything. And like,
yeah, we don't need that.
Nah, I wasn't I wasn't necessarily here for all that.
Oh, I found it. Troubled Waters. That was cleaning music to me.
Troubled Waters?
Yeah, that you feel me, just barefoot. You feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and dust everything in here.
I put that on. See, now I put that on It Made No Difference because it was starting to get up there. It was track 18.
Yep.
It was starting to get up there, and then I was like, okay, it came, it went. Like each time that I listened to the album, it came and went, and I was just like, well, it wasn't bad, but it was because I listened to 17 other tracks right before that, and I knew I had like 17 more fucking tracks to go. So that's what I'm saying. If I would have knew it was like a double album and there was a break somewhere, it would have probably swayed that track to feel a little different to me.
Yeah, because you probably would have thought about it like, okay, I can break here. You feel me?
Yeah. Like I could break right before that and start with this, or vice versa. Break after. Let's see. Probably my favorite song on the album is Red.
I said either Red or Dear God.
Dear God's up there too.
Dear God was hard.
I love the fact that he stepped out of his comfort zone, and the content in that song, like him questioning God and questioning what's going on and how he needs help. I'm like, I like this song. It's real personal.
It was vulnerable.
Yeah. It's very vulnerable compared to like, Chris Brown. He get into his breakup bag. That's his shit. By the way, I love all his breakup songs. Or his heartbreak songs, I should say.
Yeah, but this one was more so of like he was also like taking accountability and you feel me, questioning himself at the same time. Like, nigga, like, what is my purpose? You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I definitely have that up there as like one of my top tracks. I'll tell you what other track is a complete miss. Cheetah. Cheetah, throw the whole shit away. I wasn't feeling that at all.
That was the only song I wrote an X next to.
Bro, I was like, once I tried to listen to it like 3 times. Like,
you know what? No, I'm not feeling it.
I was just like, this is just not it. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that was not it at all. I really wasn't feeling that.
Sorry, Breezy. Cheetah, not the one.
Yeah, not the one at all, bro. Not the one at all. Natural Disasters and Aura. Yeah. I like that song. I like his little dance hall vibe that he got into on a few of these songs. I like that.
Like the joint Lurking with Tory.
With Tory Lanez, yeah.
That one kind of had like a little bop, little vibe. You feel me? The same way.
Yeah, there was like 3, maybe 4 of them that had that little kind of dance hall bop to it. Another song I kind of could have did without though was that Sexy song featuring Trey Songz.
I could have did without the joint with Tank.
Okay. That's funny because I kind of like that. Like it was alright. It was like one of those bubble songs.
But you like him singing like song titles and shit? Like,
I like Tank though. And I feel like Tank been doing pretty good. And it was a pretty good song. And maybe I'm a little biased because I just heard it comes off of that Trey Songz song. That was a little disappointing to me. And then so when I heard the Tank feature right after, I'm like, okay, this is a way better feature than the Trey Songz feature to me. So maybe that's where it got a little more play to it.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect much from the Chris Brown and Trey Songz feature.
I didn't know what to expect. I haven't heard Trey in a while.
I didn't feel like I don't know, man. Like I don't feel like Trey's been hitting.
Yeah, it was good to hear from Trey because, like I said, I ain't heard from Trey in a while, but it just
wasn't the one
there. Yeah, it made no difference. It's definitely on my no difference side. I really liked Throw It Back, and I need to look into that because I need to know if that's a Hitmaker song. Because they did the whole
you want to talk about Throw It Back?
The back, forth and forth.
J.R. Rodham. When was the last time you heard that name?
Are you serious?
Yes.
I fuck with J.R. Rodham.
Yes.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute, right?
Yeah.
Since we've heard that. And I'm like, whoa, how did he went and got J.R. Rodham for this? Like, who goes in? Like, nobody goes in. I don't know who goes and gets J.R. Rodham these days. But
that's a change up because I for sure was like, I didn't hear the Hitmaker tag, but I'm like, maybe it's one of those ones Hitmaker just didn't put his tag on or something. But like, he damn near tags everything he does. So that's what I was expecting at least was that to be done by Hitmaker. But J.R. Rodham, that's a big up. CB knows his shit. He knows his shit. I need CB to go reach out and get Rodney Darkchild one time for the one time to do a throwback R&B joint.
Oh, so J.R. Rodham did he produced on Sierra's Level Up and on Dina Jane's Heard It All Before, both records, which we fuck with.
Okay.
But you feel me? Like other than that, it's been like Linkin Park, Weezer. He did some Gwen Stefani in 2016, a Rick Ross joint in 2016.
Rodham been all over.
Fifth Harmony in 2014.
Fifth Harmony.
Fall Out Boy. Meghan Trainor. He did a Meghan Trainor record in 2014.
He's been in his pop bag for a while, basically.
For sure been in his pop bag. Machine Gun Kelly, Maroon 5. You feel me? Yeah, he's been in his pop bag, but it was refreshing to hear some J.R. Rodham. Well, I didn't know that it was J.R. Rodham until because I looked into it. I was like, I'm like, who produced this record? Because I fuck with this. You feel me? Like this is hard. Like this is hard. And I saw J.R. Rodham. I'm like, nigga, huh? All right.
I for sure was about to look it up because I was like, this has to be Hitmaker because all Hitmaker does is flip old shit. But it really wasn't too much of a flip. It was just the flip of the lyrics a little bit. It wasn't like necessarily a flip of the beat. So that's kind of dope. You know what song that was really a standout for me though? Sorry Enough.
Yeah, that's the song
that had the grinding drums in it.
Saxophone on it. With
the
sax over it.
With the grinding beat drums, that shit was hard. I was
like, the grinding beat drums with the saxophone over it. Like, who nobody thinks to do shit like that. That's wild, boy.
Hard.
That's also the song that got us blocked from being able to drop that video on our YouTube.
That's the song?
That's the song that Sony blocked.
Yeah. I understand that. That shit's a hit. That shit a banger. I ain't gonna lie.
And it wasn't even out yet. So I'm like, okay, Joe, I see what you was doing. DJ Verified.
Right? I was like, real talk, when I was listening to that song, I was like, this sounds like a song everybody in the Bay Area gonna play just off the drums.
Just off the drums.
Just off the kicks.
Yeah, for sure.
You could just slide around slapping that.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I was like, oh, this is hard. And it's kind of an ode to Virginia, where he's from.
They have to absolutely push that record.
I hope so. I hope so.
Like, there's a couple of opportunities as far as like songs on this album that can like really go and can really do something and like can kind of like maybe start to change the conversation. I don't know if it could really. I mean, a lot of people are really set in their ways, but I feel like there's a couple of songs and a couple of moments on this album to whereas with the proper push, I feel like people might maybe start to actually like, you feel me, like give some recognition to what he does, and you feel me, show some credence to like, okay, like he's really in his bag right now, and this is a moment in time in his career where he is not only outworking everybody, but he's like turning out like a lot of dope ass music. Lot of dope ass music.
Yeah, nah, I mean, I would agree that I hope
right
that would happen, but I mean, CB my man, but you know, CB be fucking it up for himself sometimes, like with the whole
all in the comments.
Yeah, going on and everything. It's like,
hey, Karuchi, it's all good, it's all love, but your man's is trash.
like, bro, you're not gonna win
off of the mannequin.
With that. Yeah, exactly. You're not finna get back into good graces when you're still wilding like that. You know.
You're right.
Like your fans, your real fans, is gonna fuck with you. Like regardless. But the regular just music listeners that don't care one way or the other, they still might think different of you for that. Let's see. I like "Girl in My Dreams." I felt like that was a old school R&B type track. I was like, he was actually singing. You hear layered vocals and everything. I was like, okay, this sounds like an early '90s.
Yeah.
Type.
"Girl in My Dreams" was a dope one.
Type track.
One record that we disagreed on was Juice.
Juice. Yeah. I listened
back and listen to Juice again.
It's not bad.
Still don't like it.
Bad,
Still don't like it.
All right on Juice. What number was that? That was
like 16, I think.
16, yeah.
16?
That was another dance hall type influence song.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just wasn't feeling that one. That one wasn't like, but like I was saying, like that's just like, I don't know. It just felt like a really cookie cutter, like typical Chris Brown song. And at that point in the album, I wasn't really looking for a cookie cutter typical Chris Brown song. And
I kind of liked it where it was, just because it kind of broke up all the slower tempo songs because it was a little more up tempo.
It did.
And so I was like, okay. I think that's what made me like it the very first time, because, you know, after it being like slow and melodic for so long, and then you get a little bit of up tempo tick, you kind of start vibing a little bit, like, okay. And that's probably where the track the CD breaks.
Somewhere around there.
Because that's 16. That's half of 32. So I feel like that's probably where.
It starts with Juice.
It starts with Juice. Okay.
This too starts with Juice. So
you know what?
Maybe I'll go back and listen
to that. That might even be a little better.
In mind.
Yeah, that might even be a little better than I thought to start off with an album with an up-tempo. Because that's kind of what he did with Indigo. Indigo wasn't too slow. It might have been like 130 BPM or something.
Right, yeah, I might go back and listen to that with that in mind. And
you might have to just turn it back on and start with that and go to the next track.
Right, exactly. But yeah, man, 32 songs.
32. What else?
Is that like
too much?
Is he putting out too much music?
Yes and no. Yes, it's a lot of music compared to what these newer artists are doing. Like these newer artists are putting out 12-track albums or mixtapes or projects, whatever you want to call them, at like 2 minutes each. 2 minutes each song. You know, so it's easily digestible. But like he's taking a different approach, and more so like he's putting a lot of effort into a lot of these songs. And so like you can
put a lot of effort into like the promotion and how like the instant impact of this album and like the Heartbreak on a Full Moon. I actually feel like I feel like he's kind of like training his audience to expect, you feel me, like when I drop, like I'm dropping, you feel me, and it's gonna be a lot of shit. Y'all really gonna fuck with it, or niggas is really gonna hate it. You feel me? But the motherfuckers that fuck with it are really gonna fuck with it, and I fuck with y'all. So this is what I need y'all to do.
He got a lot of
stream this at the same time, at the same hour, at the same place. At the same, you feel me?
He got a lot of flack for Heartbreak on the Full Moon. Originally, right before he was about to drop it, everybody was like, "I'm not listening to 40 plus tracks of Chris Brown, this, that, and the other, blah blah blah." That album did numbers.
Yeah, it did.
Huge numbers. So I feel like 32 compared to that many songs before, nah, that's not a lot. It's way more easily digestible. I feel like he could have cut this album down to like, even if it was double disc, he could have cut it down to maybe like 25 and it would have been like perfect.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at the 32, especially since it's supposed to be broken up.
Chris Brown is the only nigga that I believe is actually recording 100 songs and knocking it down to like 20.
Yeah,
He's the only nigga that I believe that is actually doing that.
For
Ladies
sure.
and gentlemen, if any other artist tells you that, it is a goddamn lie.
There's only one other person I could see that records, that I know records a lot. Fucking Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is always previewing fucking music.
Currency.
Oh, Currency is a different animal.
But yet the same beast.
He's a different like
different animal, yet the same beast. Like that
Currency got a project every month last year.
Every month, every yeah, for sure. Like every month and a half, Currency was dropping something.
And he's damn near still doing that this year.
Yeah, for sure. Why not? And
he's damn near still doing that this year.
So to revisit it, I guess overall, where does this like Chris Brown album stand in your opinion? Like what would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10? It's a solid 9 out of 10. It's a solid 9 out of 10. Like, and that's hard to say.
I would say 8 because of the amount of the records.
Yeah.
I really felt like if he just went with like 4 to 6 less songs and like it could have been like really that shit. You feel me? Like right now, like I do think it's really dope. I do. But I also think that there's 4 to 6 skippable songs. But at the same time, to have 4 to 6 skippable songs out of 32 records.
I mean, if you're doing percentage wise, it's like a B plus, A minus.
Yeah, that's an A-.
So it's like, that's up there. That's definitely up there. I don't know too many artists that could give you 32 tracks and them being as cohesive sounding as this project and only have like 4 to 6 misses.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah, for sure.
So that's in this era, if you have 23, 24 plus replayable tracks on one album,
you in the game.
You in there.
You in the game.
They said he's like on pace to do like 140K.
Somebody said perspective in regards to that. Tyler did about 20K more with 20 less songs with like no promotion.
That is very true. Tyler's
also in a completely different lane.
Yes, that and Tyler is also, everybody's been anticipating Tyler's album for
Tyler's a fucking unicorn.
Yeah. Yeah. And you really can't compare apples to oranges when it comes.
Yeah, because they're completely different artists.
Mm-hmm.
Completely different. Like there's
and Tyler still has. Think about this though. Tyler still has the commercial appeal. He still has the good guy graces of the media. Chris Brown is doing all these numbers with people hating. Think about if he didn't have people hating on him.
Yeah.
His numbers might be crazy.
Super crazy.
Super crazy. If he didn't have like all the media backlash, you know what I mean? Everybody thinking these bad thoughts about him just off rip. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if people just listened to the music and just went with that instead of listening to other people's opinions or taking what the media's opinions of one person into their consideration. Oh, Chris Brown would easily be over 200K. In this era, that's like going platinum first week.
Mm-hmm.
That's like going platinum first week. Nobody's doing that.
That's true.
Nobody. So I do have to give CB that type of credit. Like he's doing all this with all these haters hating on him.
Haterade.
Yeah, people won't even listen to him just off rip, and they be like, "Oh, he likes to beat women. I would never listen or support that." And it's like, bro, it's like 18. This was like 10 years ago. Like, if Rihanna ain't tripping off of him, Rihanna didn't went back and said like, oh, she had part in it and all this shit. You know, like he's been apologized numerous times, like, and y'all still won't let this go and still won't let this man live?
No.
Like, yeah, so what if he likes to do a couple of party drugs every now and then in the comfort of his own house? Let this man live.
I agree.
So I just think I definitely would say this album for me would be a 9 out of 10.
And I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. So
I want to listen to it again, broken up.
Yeah. With Juice as the number one of the second disc, because that actually does make a little bit more sense.
That makes a lot of
thinking of it. So I dig it. I dig the move. But I'm gonna go back and listen to it. Listen to the second half of the album just as the second half of the album.
That's what I need to do because that's where a lot of my no differences came from, because it got to the track like 27, 28, 29, to where it was like, after listening to so many of these songs in a row, they're not standing out as much. But if I was to start it at 16, those songs might sound different. Those songs might sound a lot different.
Agreed. So yeah.
And then I need to listen to see if there's like a different vibe in each half of the album now, like, or a message.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll revisit that and we can talk about that maybe this Friday on the IG,
okay.
just to tap in.
Recap.
Yeah, you feel me, like a recap, you know what I'm saying, since it'll
I would still feel it.
Exactly. So right now I give it an 8 out of 10. Ray gives it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely.
Good album, Chris Brown, though. Good album.
I mean, but basically we're saying it's a pretty damn good album. Y'all should listen to that. Stream. Help CB get his numbers up. And he doing a little bundle deal. with his album, with his concert.
Okay, so what, you buy album, you buy a concert ticket, you get a
You get a copy.
you get the digital album download or something.
Yep. And then I heard some shit like you have to redeem the download for it to count now. It doesn't just count with the actual sale. So like you got to get the code and actually put the code in or the link in and go and physically download.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't automatically just
Count.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, that changes it a little bit. There's going to be a couple people to skip that just already have it saved to their Spotify or Apple Music or Tidal playlist or whatever.
But would that count if you already have it pre-saved and you get the ticket, and so like
I don't think
it doesn't register that it counts that way? You would have to like delete and like re-download the album though?
When you save it, it's totally different from purchasing.
Okay.
Because you're just saving it on the platform, but you're not actually purchasing the album. Like I know Apple is totally different. Like you have to, when you go to buy it, you have to go to a different spot to buy it than to save it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I think it doesn't.
All right, I feel you. Any last words before we extend?
Last words on that would be Chris Brown next time, 25, 26. I'm fucking with you regardless. Shit, if you want to drop another 40 album project, then so be it. But I do fuck with Chris Brown. He got into his bag in a lot of these albums. So yeah. I mean, a lot of these tracks.
A lot of for sure. So there we go.
He has a lot of growth. So that was my take on this album overall. Any last words for you?
No, I think we pretty much covered everything.
Right.
Yeah, we pretty much covered everything. So there we go. Indigo album, dope shit.
Indigo.
I still don't like the Indigo thing. I still don't like the Indigo thing, but you know,
you gotta start putting on CB.
Yeah, man. But whatever.
Oh yeah. One last thing. Go back into iTunes and Tidal and Spotify and add Sage.
Yeah, man.
Add Sage.
You should definitely add Sage to that track list, man. He did really good on that record, man. And
yeah, I feel bad for Sage.
I think I would like to see a little bit more than, you know what I'm saying, associated act, or you feel me, like additional vocalist, you feel me, like assistant performers and shit like that.
Exactly.
Like, dog, like
let him get his name up there.
Yeah, get him in his shit, man. Come on, dog. Let's do it. It's time.
Exactly.
It's time, man. It's time.
For sure.
Yeah, man. But that was a Chris Brown. That was our album review. You feel me? Other than that, you can stay tapped in with us at 2BLVCKSHEEP on Instagram and Twitter. You feel me? Oh yeah, all outlets. Actually, now my bad.
Instagram.
What I look like?
Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Go follow our playlist on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal.
We there right there.
Same way, spelled same way, and across all the board.
Yeah, heard it first. Playlist every Monday, so those drop weekly. So that means there's one that's coming tomorrow if you're watching this live, or if you're watching this today, Sunday.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But coming out.
Exactly. So
and that's going to be week 27.
Ooh, week 27?
Week 27.
Okay, cool. We getting up there. So that means it's like half of the year, then they're gone. So
yeah.
That's wild.
Y'all go to the pages on Apple, Spotify, or Tidal. Y'all can go revisit all the old playlists and hear all the old songs to all the current songs.
Yeah, they still yank.
Yeah. CB probably gonna be a little heavy this week also. He might have like
You might
2 to
like
3
three.
tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there might have three of them on it. Just because he has so much music is like, you feel me? Like, and then there's different features and shit like that that we could, you feel me, kind of flip around and use a little bit. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up. But yeah,
Nonetheless, it will be out tomorrow.
straight up, straight up. So you could follow me directly at Oh My God Graham and Ray.
Why are the gold mine? On Instagram, it's ITSYR. It's YR. You know
It is YR. Hey man, you know what else it is? It's the hustle.
It's the hustle. Two black
Black
sheep.
sheep.
And if y'all tapping in with us, watching this live or whatever, go hit that subscribe button.
Oh yeah, it's somewhere over here.
It's somewhere over there. It's the red thing. Y'all know what that is. Go
like, subscribe, share, comment. If you like more videos like this, we'll do more. All that shit.
Yeah. Every Sunday we're gonna try to do.
I be seeing people say stuff like that at the end of their videos, and it works for them. So there we go.
Yeah, right. If you like this and you want us to do more, hit that subscribe link, and we will be back every Sunday. We're gonna sprinkle in some more album reviews throughout the week. Just it might not be live, some might be live. If y'all see us in here live, just tap in, slide in, come leave a comment, come leave your opinion.
Straight up. Till next time.
Two black sheep.
Back.